Bangerang Rufio, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Last Boys Gaming. Forspoken came out today. Huge game for Square Enix. People are super excited. It's on PlayStation 5 and PC. So I had to make the question, will this game run on Steam Deck? Now luckily, it did come out with a demo version, as you can see right here. So we got all of our games. I got the demo downloaded and loaded. I tweaked a little bit with it, playing with it. So we're gonna see if this game runs on Steam Deck. So let's hop right into it. So while it's loading up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, so you're kept up to date with everything going on here. So I got a nice little dock for my Steam Deck. We're playing with the Xbox One controller, or this is actually the Series S controller. So I got it with my Series S. So let's see if this sucker runs. It's supposed to be like huge game, super rough on your graphics card, I guess. I guess not rough, but it's gonna be really pushing it. So I wanted to see if this game runs on the Steam Deck before I, dump the $70 to buy the full game. So we're gonna test out the demo version, and we'll see if this works before you guys go into it. So it might be a little laggy too because of my my capture card and then the dock as well. So I did start a little bit, so let's just hop into this continued one so I can kind of run around a little bit better, show you what this looks like. I think as I've done it, personally, I think it runs well enough that I might pick this up eventually. I mean, it's not like it's amazing. It's definitely nothing compared to what you're going to get on a PS5. But I think it runs fine. At least well enough that I think I'll be okay. So you can see this is your character. I haven't done a ton of research on what the story's like. So you're this character, I can't remember her name, but you're from New York. And then she somehow gets sucked into this new world called Althea, I think is how you say it. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I haven't played this or haven't looked into this a ton. It just looked like it was a cool game, and I wanted to see if it ran on Steam Deck. So then you get sucked into this place, you're trying to get back home, but you got this magic bracelet strapped onto you, so you're on your journey to try to get back to New York. You're going to end up helping the people of this land as they're basically trapped by these monarchs that used to be nice, but now they're like evil. But yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty good. I don't see a ton of draw. I'm actually not super picky on a lot of things. I know a lot of people get very picky on draw distance, what it looks like. I'm not as picky. There's been a lot of things that I really don't pick up on, I think. I can't really tell the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. I think it looks pretty similar, if I'm being totally honest. So we get attacked right here. So it's holding up okay. Here, we could even do... Let's see if I can do this real fast. Let's throw the... where is it? I think it's in here, right? Maybe it's not on that. Let's go straight to the deck. There we go. So let's put this overlay on. Let's see. Performance overlay right there. Okay, let's put the performance overlay so we can see what we're at. So I am plugged in. Okay. So it's right now we're sitting at what? 30 frames per. So it does dip a little bit. So there's some. When we've got the enemies on screen, it's dropping down to 28, but it's holding pretty close to 30 frames per second, which, like I said, I can't, maybe it's just because I grew up playing with a CRTV and a 64 or SNES, so I'm not super picky, but holding okay at 30 frames per second, so I can see why some people might not necessarily like this. Personally, I think it's fine. Especially when on handheld mode. And again, this looks a little bit different probably because we are docked. We are on a monitor. But when I play in handheld mode, I really couldn't see any of the difference. So let's run around a little bit and see what it does. So yeah, it's staying in close to 30 frames per second. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking game. I think I'm going to eventually pick this up. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up today at $70. I might sit and wait for it to come on sale. The nice thing about Steam is that like everything goes on sale eventually if you just wait long enough. And it's usually pretty good sales. Like I picked up Uncharted for like Uncharted 4, the collection for like what, $30 instead of 50 or something. So you can get pretty good deals on Steam if you sit and wait. But if you want to pick this game up today and you wanted to specifically play it on the Steam Deck, like it's actually pretty fun. I'm just playing the demo. There's some cool enemies. I'm assuming that you can unlock more magic spells, more upgrades for strength and stuff like that. But yeah, it seems to be holding up okay. If you don't mind like a few dips every now and then in the frame rate, it really isn't that bad. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think this game looks pretty fun. The reviews on Metacritic were not super amazing. I think it came in at like a 6. There's another little dip right there. Yeah, the reviews came in like a 68, I think is what they're sitting at right now. I think they initially launched at like a 69. Whoa, that's cool. But yeah, like you get some really cool spells. I think the storyline could be pretty interesting from what I saw. I haven't played a ton of PlayStation games pretty much. So this was I'm kind of surprised to see this was on PC alongside PlayStation. Assuming because it was Square Enix who developed it and not a PlayStation studio. Although Square Enix is pretty much, for the most part, PlayStation. You do get Nintendo games and Xbox every now and then, get some love from them. But yeah, overall, like the game looks pretty cool. The gameplay itself is interesting. I'm still trying to get used to how you like cast spells, because it's more like a first-person shooter with how you're casting spells with the triggers, and then you have to aim it. But the parkour stuff's pretty cool. You can sprint around by holding the B button. But like the environment's pretty cool. It's not like I don't see like any drawn distances that are ridiculous. You know, it still looks pretty good to me. Again, I think the biggest thing is it just depends on, you know, how sensitive you are to frame rates, and maybe in the boss battles. I mean, that's the other thing with this being only the demo. There might be instances in the main game that, you know, it dips lower than this. I've seen as low as 23, I think, on that that overlay right there. But you know, overall, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick this up right now. I might just wait, like I said. Let me know down in the comments though if you're gonna pick this up. If you've had any issues, if maybe you've already bought the full version. You know, I didn't want to spend $70 to test this on Steam Deck. I wanted to try the demo first and see how much I really liked it. Like I said, the gameplay is actually pretty cool, so I think I'm gonna pick it up eventually. Maybe just wait, you know, a month or two for it to hit a Steam sale. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this is helpful if you are planning to pick Forspoken up on Steam Deck. Let me know how it runs for you if you get the full version as well. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, catch you later.